Hey, well, today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning, and I'm especially passionate about today's topic. So it's when we give. Here are 7 reasons where we think that we're giving, but we're actually being selfish. We're giving with expectation, or we're giving to avoid a pain. And that should not be the source of our giving. Our giving should always lead our hearts to a fulfillment and a joy. So let's kind of get into what I'm talking about, because you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, how can being generous, how can be giving be selfish? It doesn't make any sense. Let's dive into this. Number 1, are you giving out of fear of loss of love? Oh, if I just do this for my spouse, or if I say no to my spouse, they might leave. And then number 2, I'll be lonely. So are you giving out of fear of loss of love, or are you giving to prevent being lonely? Hey, if I don't pick up the tab every time, when people come out, they might not want to come out with me, and I'm going to be home all alone. That would be a selfish form of giving. I know it's tough to hear because I used to give out of these reasons. Number 3, fear of anger. Oh, if I confront this person on their behavior, or if I stop enabling this person, they might get angry at me. And then they might leave me, and then I'll be alone, and then they might take their love away from me. So they'll get angry, I'm lonely, and lost the love. Wow, I just gained 3 things by saying an insincere yes to this person instead of giving for the right reasons. Number 4, fear of not being liked. Okay, kind of that fear of loneliness. So, hey, we want to be Mr. Popular. Okay, we're chasing that popularity. So we're just going to give with the expectation that it gives us fame or some type of popularity. Number 5, guilt. Are we caretaking for that family member? Are we doing things that are way outside of what we are called to do just because we don't want to go to bed guilty? Who wants to go to bed and be like, oh, I just feel guilty. I feel like I haven't done enough. Here's the thing. Is if guilt is motivating your generosity, then again, that is a form of selfishness. I know this is tough love to hear. Number 6, payback. Do we feel that we owe it? Do we feel like we're obligated to give? Kind of like, hey, someone never had it as good as you, and they say, I never had it as good as you growing up, so we just feel obligated to give in that direction. Or other scenarios would be like, instead of going where our heart is called to give, maybe it's like a mission in Haiti, but you feel like obligated. Well, there's a soup kitchen right across the street from my house. Maybe I should just volunteer there, because you feel more obligated because it's in the same country as you, or something along those lines. So we should never feel guilt, or we should never feel that we have to give out of obligation. And then last thing, number 7, is approval. Are we giving just to get the approval of somebody else? So here's the thing, that's 7 things. You might be like, well, how do I know if I'm giving for the selfish reasons or for the right reasons? Is your giving leading you to joy? Okay? That doesn't mean if you happen to get appraisal or praise from someone that you could be giving for the right reason. And if you have joy in your heart, it's not coming from the praise, it's coming from maybe creating experience for someone or something along those lines. So if you ever leave your giving, if you're ever generous and you leave kind of resentful, drained, kind of beat up, you're probably giving for one of those 7 reasons. And then when you don't receive one of those 7 reasons, then you're just like, what the heck am I giving for? And you start to get resentful. So giving should give you pure joy, regardless of how it is received. So it is a mark of your character if you give. How others receive your generosity is a mark of their character. So if you wanted to, say, give someone a meal and they want to take that meal and throw it away, that's on them and their character. You being able to give them a meal, that is on your character. So make sure that when you're giving, it's for the right reasons. It's not for selfish reasons or to avoid some type of pain, but it's for the right reasons. And then if you know it's for the right reasons, you'll experience that great joy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd love to know which of these 7 you might struggle with, as I've struggled through all 7 of these. You have a great growth-driven rest of your week.